Are we back? We'll give it a second. I'll read some of your comments while we wait. It's funny that their whole defense shut down the truth any way possible. That is a fact. You gotta wonder. I guarantee you, whoever's sitting around watching gay porn, and I don't have a problem with people being gay. There's nothing wrong with it. Um, there's a lot of gay people that I like, but I guarantee you, whoever's sitting around collecting gay porn doesn't want people to know they're gay. I guarantee you it was one of Tommy's creeps. They kind of showed their face a little bit right before they showed the, but that's all they got. All they can do is creepy shit to try to shut people down. It ain't gonna work. Brave Little Toaster says, "Let me know if you want to." All right, that's awesome. Thank you, and you're welcome to use anything of mine on your channel if you want. You're welcome to it. This chat is 100% wiener free. That is a fact. And there's my backup channel just in case. What is up, Shauna? You just watched the live with Tommy. Yeah, he light his ass off. We back, Steel Dawn. I hope that was. See, here's the thing. And I got a crude, crazy, weird ass sexual sense of humor. But forcing people to see stuff like that without any warning or consent does bring back traumas to some people. So it just goes to show that they don't really care about that kind of thing. In fact, from what I've seen on, how can I put this? Seems like Tommy gets off on people's abuse stories. These creepy fuckers all kind of clump up together. I wonder if somebody had the same record as Tommy. I wonder if they would let them decoy. With the child abuse and domestic violence and assaulting his fans. I know Tommy's all proud of that, but excuse me. He had two free hits on Locksmith and didn't really do any damage. And it's not like Lock's an MMA fighter. That's why it's hilarious when Tommy tries to act like a tough guy. Yeah, we got porn bombed, Dell. They did it good too, except they showed their face for like a half a second. They came in trying to look like JT Colfax. That's what they did. But they showed their face just for a second. Right before when they were still right as I was putting them from backstage. I don't know if you guys can see it on your end or not if it just happened backstage, but yeah, we got their face. So what's up, Christy? The fat white guy, okay. Yes, right on. Like your new profile. See that I'm on a phone, it's so small it's hard to tell. Did it get you all hot and bothered, Jamie? Oh, stop it, Bill. I mean, for real though, that kind of thing. It does. It brings back trauma on some people. And you got to wonder who's sitting around looking at gay porn and has gay porn at the ready. I mean, if they're actually gay, there's nothing wrong with it. But I mean, I guarantee you, it's a guy that wants everybody to think they're straight, but they got a hard drive full of gay porn. Apparently, they have it at the ready. It's a fat white guy. We'll be running that through the facial recognition tonight. If it's not being, it's probably being done as we speak. There are people better at that than me. The straightest John Davis. Yeah, you know he blew a few guys in prison. Got to get that soup somehow. Well, I mean, that's why guys shave their junk. It's to make their wiener look bigger. That's why I do it. I'll repeat myself. Brave Little Toaster has offered to take out the bad part. I might. I don't know. Kind of depending on how this one goes. I'm probably going to say the same stuff, but we might re-upload it without the bad stuff later. But I'm just going to repeat what I said before. We're kind of waiting for if I'm not don't know if FCC still wanted to come up, um, but he said he was going to. Why doesn't anybody porn bomb with boobs? That's what I'm saying. I might let that stick. Boobs are comforting, you know. Dicks are just I don't know, not appealing. Buttered fingers. Oh yikes. Yeah, Tommy is always drunk and high. But I'm just gonna reiterate what I said before. I guess Tommy was running his mouth saying I had something to do with their data breach. That is 100% not true. I let people know about it so that they could keep an eye on their shit because they say 700 people whose stuff got compromised. I mean, CPP is responsible for that. They need to be held accountable. Well, FCC, if you saw a giant cock on the panel, I'm surprised you didn't jump on it faster. What's going on, Section 15? What's up, Matt? Yeah, CPP is 100% responsible. I mean, if somebody presses the issue, they CPP will have to pay to have their LifeLock or whatever they're going to use. What's up, White Claw? But yeah, apparently Tommy was saying I had something to do with it. What's up, Naze Mimi? But that is not true. He lies about me a lot. He blames me for a lot of shit. that I had nothing to do with. But I mean, the stuff that I do have something to do with, I claim it. I brag about it. But I wouldn't do something like that. Yeah, Matt, I was talking to people about that earlier today. That 501c3 is not gonna. Their 501c3 is already like they were already in trouble over that. So I don't see how they're gonna get it pushed through anyway. See, that's the thing is Tommy has a bunch of new people around him because his right hand people change periodically. They just don't know that. I mean, that 501c3 was already kicked around from one government agency to another. I don't remember how that all went, but like it's already been compromised. What is up, JM? What is up, Cole? Oh man, I hope I didn't miss anybody. Dell, I guarantee you their website is no more secure. Like they just don't know how to do shit. What's up, Jenny? What's up, Cardio? What is up, Myth Clothes? See, yeah, people were saying they didn't get the notification for the last stream, but it looks like people are getting it now. So might have been a blessing in disguise. Welcome back, Mr. Oh yeah, guys. I very much appreciate the cash apps. Um, I do want to tell you something though, and if you want your money back, I'm more than happy to give it to you. I'm not actually going to buy drugs this time. There's something else that it's got to go for. So if you if you gave it to me because I said I was going to buy drugs with it, um, I was grifting. So if you want your money back because I'm not buying drugs this time, I'm more than happy to give it to you. But it's got to go to something else right now, to be honest. And Walter figured it out. It is in fact hooker night. It's Monday, right? Yeah, Mondays are hooker night. Yeah, everything's all right. Nothing but a nothing but a thing. It's actually more to help somebody else out. Them working girls got to make money too. They got to eat. You can get a BJ for 10, but yeah, but man, we've got lot lizards around here, and I would not put my thingy anywhere near their cold sore infested mouths, man. But you can get a BJ for $10. But there is just there's no way. Hey, thank you, Sea Monkey Jeff. I appreciate you. Gonna share a pic in group chat of what you bought with donuts for. Oh, awesome! Right on. And if you remind me, I'll share them on my channel. Yeah, we've got lot lizards at the truck stops out here, man. There's just no way. I could never be that desperate. I was a bondsman, I used to write bail for him every now and then. I have not seen BG out here. Not yet. Anyone want to help your daughters go to New York City in October for an advanced class? Speaking of donos. Hey, if you got a cash app or whatever, Nays, you can throw it out here. Um, y'all do not, like this has happened before. Do not send donos for me to give to somebody because I will send them straight back to you. I'm not handling anybody. I'm not handling money for anybody else. It would have to be a pretty desperate situation. So send it straight to her. What's up, Cat Eyes? All right, Nays, you can send me that flyer if you want. I'll check it out. In case y'all didn't see it, the missing girl. I'm assuming she's back with her family by now. What kind of advanced class is it? All right, FCC, we're waiting on you. I know what your penis looks like, so I don't know if it's really you or not. FCC was also named as a person of interest when Tommy was running his mouth, but he had nothing to do with it. Hmm. All right, ladies, close your eyes just in case.
Mr. Horny.
Hurry up and show us your penis. We're waiting.
Yeah. What's up, Bill?
Oh, not a whole lot, but I heard that you were also blamed for the data breach along with myself. I guess in the same sentence.
Yeah, I didn't even know this woman existed. What was her name? Whatever, the woman that runs To Catch a Body Cam channel.
Yeah, I had
Peanut
never heard
butter.
of
What's her name?
uh,
What's her
Butterfinger or something like that.
Butterfingers? Yeah,
I never heard of that name before. I mean, I know about
Mister
the
Peanut Butterfingers.
no relation. I don't believe.
Yeah, I don't even know who she is. I was never in her Discord server, unlike the boys. But
Hmm.
yeah, I didn't know anything about it. So what happened was, I mean, I don't know why she's talking about me or Tommy's talking about me. I didn't. That was weird, but I guess they like to throw names around. But the only involvement I had was yesterday, last night. I was running a stream, and somebody came in to the chat and was like spamming my chat, like blah 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 blah. Play this video, and then some people DM me. They're
Yeah.
like, you should probably play that video. And I was like, okay, well, let's check it out, not really thinking too much about it. And I was like, okay, something's happened with CPP. They have had some kind of a data breach. But I mean, I once they started flashing the spreadsheet, I was like, I fast forwarded through that part. Um, and so, and I obviously took down um, my stream. I don't think anybody was doxxed. If they were, I apologize, but I mean that was not my intent. So that's my only involvement. Uh, I don't know who the
I
alt
don't.
was. I don't know. I don't really know that much about it. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think next time I'll be more careful. I don't want to play anything that's gonna dox people. It's not my intent.
Well, I know the thumbnail showed uh, a couple of girls' pictures, which is why when I shared it, I just did it as a link so that it didn't show the thing. But the whole reason I shared it was because people ought to know if their information is in there, they need to know about it so they can do something about it.
Of course, yeah,
Um,
for sure.
I don't know if there was like what all I have is a phone, so it's hard for me to see like fine writing and stuff. Like, was there an actual docs in there?
I I was on my
'Cause-
computer, and so I hold on one sec. I was on my computer, and so I couldn't really see that well. I wasn't like really looking at it. It was like more like talk. Forget who I was talking with. I forget who I had up. Um, but I wasn't paying close attention. And
right.
so there might have been. I remember there was the part where like the video was like had a Google spreadsheet and it was all blurred out, but I could see some information that wasn't blurred out, and I fast forwarded that part. I was like, I don't know what the hell's going on here. It kind of felt like at some point they were just gonna like unblur it or whatever. So again, I don't. It sounds like, I mean, I don't know. It sounds like the person that was running that alt that came in with that video was probably Steph. Um, I don't know. And if it was her, then she's a fucking dirtbag for, it's like, I mean, people send me videos all the time, and I'll play stuff here and there. But I'm going to be more careful going forward for sure. I mean, it was not my intent to dox any, even if they're CPP decoys. I mean, I have my di- differences with Tommy, but um, I'm not trying to dox innocent decoys on my channel.
No, I absolutely not. Um, I thought those maybe. Oh man, like I thought those pictures had been floated around before, so like it wasn't really a docs, but I don't know. It wasn't certainly. I didn't want to. I don't want to take any part in doxing fucking decoys. But there's 700 people out there that have their information compromised, and like they need to know.
Say what?
I said there's 700 people out there that have had their information compromised, and like I've known about that for a while. Not because of the whoever made the video, but by other means. And I also know that they use that information to hold over people's heads so that they don't speak up. I mean, we've seen what happens to people that speak up on CPT, and I think people need to know that their information has been compromised.
Sure, sure. I mean, I mean, if I can step back and look at this from an objective viewpoint, um, there's definitely an issue. I mean, there's definitely like an issue with if you're asking for people's information, why are you asking for that information? What's the purpose of it? How does it get stored? Who has access to it? So there's all that stuff. Um, there's also like a liability issue here, where Tommy is like, he's not even a sole proprietor.
Exactly.
It's just like, it's just Tommy. He doesn't have any protection of any kind of corporation, nonprofit, 501c3. Um, he's very exposed in terms of liability and risk. If I were giving him business advice, um, asking for that level of detail from people, storing it on a Google Drive, has personally identifiable information. It has some, I guess, apparently some people were like sharing their stories, their survivor stories, um, which is kind of crazy. Um, I mean, he could end up. I mean, he could end up getting sued for that stuff getting out. Don't Doesn't matter how it got out, but at the end of the day, he's responsible for CPP. Um, all that to say, I think you know these things happen. People go sideways in organizations all the time, right? And so, what it's making me think about is like, and I kind of think he might actually be better off with a legit 501c3 because it would give him some protection. It would provide some structure to the organization. People would have very clearly defined roles because they don't really have like people fit in kind of where they fit in now, and no one's getting compensated. The only compensation that people receive in CPP is to be awarded with access and proximity to Tommy, right? We heard it today. Like he doesn't pick up my calls, and people get hurt by that. He won't pick up my calls. He'll only text me back. So the only form of compensation is to get closer to Tommy. That's it. There's no money. It's all about power and status and like where
Right.
you sit in the CPP family tree. That is what it is. So,
Exactly.
I mean, and that's kind of what's happening. So they're throwing everyone under the bus, right? We're gonna need some. We're gonna need some more buses here, people. Um,
Yeah.
but I mean, I think for him, it's clearly, he's going through this like crisis of leadership, where even if he's not a 501c3, he can still run his show. That's fine. But he needs to do some pretty. I think he needs to tighten up his circle. And like the infighting, you got to deal with that. You got to get in as a leader. You need to make sure that not just that your people are like you know um, committed to you as a leader and committed to CPP, but that they're good people and that you have checks and balances in place. If people decide to go sideways, they can go sideways, but they're not going to be able to walk away with a full fucking file of all of your decoys information, right? So, and those kinds of structures are what you can put in place when you actually have a real organization like a 501c3. Without that, you're just kind of like wheeling, you're kind of making it up as you go, and that's fine. It's gotten him pretty far. Um, but it's only going to get him so far. That was a lot.
Uh, I I think the 501c3 ship has sailed. I mean, this already went down what a couple of years ago. Um, and I don't know whatever happened with it, but I remember one regulatory agency, yeah, said yes, there's enough here to investigate, and they kicked it over to a different one, and that was the last I saw. I don't know, but there's just been so many things, and this data breach is just another one. And Tommy gets off on people jockeying for top spot, and it does cause a lot of butt hurt feelings, which I mean, how many times, and I keep repeating this, but how many times have we seen uh, Tommy's inner circle change?
Oh
I
yeah,
doubt
it's
that. I don't
it's
think that there's not the same people that were there, a year ago, 2 years ago, but
yeah,
it keeps happening. And this
yeah, and
information they have on people, they do use it to silence people.
yeah, and that's a classic. I mean, that's the kind of shit that like Vladimir Putin and fucking Kim Jong Un do, right? They're just like, you want to fuck with the organization? We know where your family sleeps.
Yeah,
That's like power and manipulation. It's not. And again, that's not a good way to run an organization, because you're actually, you might get productivity out of people, but it's coming from a place of like fear and intimidation, as opposed to like love and commitment, right?
Yeah,
People are like, they're afraid, and so they're going to work, versus like they really care about the mission, and so they're going to do their best, for the organization. Um, so again, it really comes down to like, Tommy needs to decide what kind of leader he wants to be, and if he wants to be the leader that he's been, his organization is going to only go so far, because these kinds of things, I mean, he doesn't want to be dealing with this shit. I'm not saying I mean, he created the conditions possibly, but he doesn't want to be dealing with this stuff. I'm sure he wants to be out catching pedophiles, but now he has to deal with this stuff, and it's going to take him off track several weeks, if not months, if not 6 months, because it's pretty significant what happened.
yeah. I mean, we all know all he cares about is making the money. And the thing about that is if he just wasn't an asshole, if he would just focus on the point instead of being drunk on panels screaming at people night after night, like he could be doing very well. I mean, Alex is doing very well, uh, but Alex has surrounded himself with good people that know what they're doing, and they have a good structure.
Yeah, I mean, and I mean, he doesn't talk about it a whole bunch. He doesn't like put out their business. I mean, he has his people that he goes with on the road, but he has a whole fucking organization. I mean, you have to, with the the travel, the coordination with the decoys, the locations, the police work. I mean, he's not dealing with his local, whatever, wherever he's from in Texas, police departments. He's dealing with police departments all across the country, you know.
Right.
Um, and that takes a lot of coordination. And so, um, but I mean, there's a couple of ways to get things done. You can get things done by fear and intimidation, or you can be like a real leader and um, you know have people work for you because they believe in you, because they think you're doing a good thing, and that they get something out of it as well, whether it be compensation or just like feeling like they're part of something bigger than they are and important. But the leadership style of using fear and intimidation as a tactic to get people to do what you want them to do, that will run its course, and you're going to burn through people, you know 10 times the rate that you would normally burn through people. It's not healthy. And I think that's the situation that Tommy's got himself into. I mean, you heard, I don't know if you saw his live earlier today, but he probably recorded a
No,
call without permission. But it's very clear
he's done that a lot, actually.
there's all kinds of infighting over there, man, and it's ugly. It's really, I mean, if you've ever been part of an organization, especially at the kind of C-suite level, um, uh, that shit's toxic, man, and it'll definitely take your attention away from whatever your stated mission is. Like, what are you trying to get done? If you're just trying to put out fires all the time because people are going sideways left and right, that's it's counterproductive.
Yeah.
That's some
It
free
looks like
advice there for Tommy.
he doesn't take good advice. He surrounds himself with morons, and that's about as far as that goes. It looks like Janie is in the chat. If that's really her, she said Tommy uses people. Yes, that is a fact. I mean, it's frustrating because we try, and I get uh, the majority of the people that watch him don't know about our channels, except for when he has our names in his mouth. I don't know about you, but every time Tommy runs his mouth about me, I end up getting like a little burst of subscribers. It happened today.
I mean, I don't. He's talked about me a couple of times recently. Today, I was just like, "What is he? Why is he talking about me?" But anyways, I think Janie made is that, if that's the real Janie, you know, that he uses people, and And so going back to my earlier point, if you're not going to compensate people financially, right? And that's why I think the 501c3 structure is good, because then you actually have very clear roles, you have transparency, and you pay people, right, to do a job. You pay them to do a job. So it's not about you or them. It's about like the actual job, right? Um, and without that structure,
Right,
then
right
if you're
now
not paying
their
people,
pay is pats on the head and attention.
yeah, and of course you have to manipulate people. You manipulate people to get as much as you can out of them, and eventually, everybody has a breaking point, and everybody at some point is going to be like, I think I'm being fucking manipulated, right? Um, it's like that, the analogy of the boiling frog, right? Some frogs will figure it out. They're like, oh shit, it's getting hot in here. I think I'm gonna die. I'm
Mhm.
gonna get out of here. Um, you can continue to do that, but you're gonna burn through people. And I mean, I don't know Janie from a hole in the wall, but I do know, when I think of Janie, I think of CPP, and I know that she was like ride or die for Tommy. She was like one of those, like, all in for CPP. And when he's throwing people like Janie under the bus, like that's a huge red flag for any of those people that are still there. You know, it's fucked up. So
Yeah, it's aggravating because we try to warn people, and they don't listen. But and it's hard to not laugh at them when they I hate to say it this way, but when they come over to this side and they're like, "Hey, you guys are right. Tommy fucked me over and whatever." And this has happened a lot. Like it's hard to not laugh at them and I told you so, motherfucker. I know, Janie, you're welcome to come up here if you want to tell your side. But it just keep there's generation after generation after generation of people that used to be on Tommy's inner circle, and they get fucked over.
well,
You know,
it goes back to the very origins of the organization, right? Of CPP, because who was there at the very beginning that helped Tommy, get this thing up and running? GI Joe, right?
yeah,
And what happened with GI Joe and Tommy? They had a
yeah.
falling out,
GI Joe
right?
got fucked.
Yeah, he got fucked. He was fucking casualty number one, right? And you can just
Well,
run
and
down the list. I mean, I mean, Captain was a great asset to Tommy and CPP, and he let Captain go over some fucking drama bullshit, dude. Like, kicked him to the curb, for nothing.
well, I mean he burned somebody so bad that she is to this day keeping track of everything he does.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and
And the shit
has a
follows
whole
you. The shit follows you around, man, and eventually it becomes your downfall. Because you've created so much of this bad juju or energy in the world. It ends up surrounding you. And then, I mean, that is what it is. It's the laws of physics. You know, the laws of karma. Karma's a beach, right?
yeah.
But I think,
And it's just that.
yeah, I mean, it sucks,
Oh,
dude.
good.
I mean, it sucks for people too. I mean, it's like, I mean, it sucks for people that have to go through that. I mean, Damone went through it, Annoyed went through it, Smashley went through it, Captain went through it. I mean, everybody's gonna, and now Janie Girl's gonna go through it, and I mean, who else has gone through it, dude? He's got some good people working for him, um, but you can't treat people like that. I mean, you can, and you're gonna get the expected result is like burning people out, but I mean, if he were smart, he would rethink how he treats people. and how he runs his organization, if he wants to stay focused on pred catching.
Yeah, I mean, and these are just people that we know about. There are many, many, many more that, and I've talked to a few of them. They don't want to go public with it because they know what's going to happen. But like, there's got to be even more that have never said a word to anybody. You know that they've got 700 people's information in there, and I don't know how many of them actually went on to become decoys or whatever. But it's just nuts to make people send a selfie that aren't even working for them yet, and write
Yeah,
down their or type out their childhood trauma. Like,
yeah, that's wild,
how
dude.
was it?
That's wild. Like, why would you do that? I
It's
mean,
creepy shit.
and then they never call you back. Don't you have to like pay? You have to pay for their training. It's like $50, right? You have to like pay $50 to get the decoy training. You know,
Yeah, I think so.
do
I
the
mean,
math.
maybe
Do the
that's
math,
it.
man.
$50 times 700.
It's not bad.
I ain't mathing too good, but
I mean, even
what
if
is that,
all
like
seven hundred
3,500
didn't pay,
bucks?
but even if half of them paid, it's good money right there. But I mean, those are all the
Yeah,
technicalities of it, like you know, the the data stuff, the breach, the. But I'm speaking more to like the culture of CPP and the I mean, the decisions that Tommy needs to make going forward. I think if he really wants to do this thing and get up close to the level of Alex and Skeeter. I mean, these guys are, and even like Gideon is like come in as a he's late to the party, but like he posts a catch, and I mean these guys are getting millions of views, millions, right? Skeeter, and I
yeah,
know Skeeter is like very controversial. People either love him or hate him. I get that. Um, I'm kind of indifferent, but he posted a catch a couple days ago, and within 24 hours, it was almost at like a million views. And he has paid subscription, so he does like ads during his catches because these corporations see him and see his platform and know that he has a massive reach, and they trust the brand. And so he's not just getting paid from YouTube, but he's also getting paid by corporate sponsors that to run ads during his premieres. And he does some really kind of quirky, you know funny kind of like whatever gimmicky things. But I thought his last catch, he caught some guy at a NASCAR race and the guy like pretended to faint. It was wild. I don't know if you saw that. But he had like
I didn't
multiple
see that one though.
people. He had multiple people on site with cameras like filming, and like I mean the audio's fucking perfect. The videos, perfect. Super high quality shit, dude, and exposing people, and making a shit ton of money. You know why? Because he's focused on the actual work of catching predators and exposing them, right? Um, and so I still think maybe Tommy does have a future in this if he decides to change his ways. But his counterparts are clearly like surpassing him by leaps and bounds now. I mean, Alex and PP, they're fucking blowing up, dude. I can't log on to YouTube um, without a fucking PP premiere or a live catch, whatever it is. It's like it's constant, man, and it's great.
I was gonna say, Alex has catches damn near every day sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I'll watch a premiere, and I'll frequently get interrupted by a PP premiere because of a PP live catch. That's just
Right.
fucking rude.
Right. Yep.
Anyways, yeah, I just talked a lot. But I'm gonna let you go. Thanks for having me up again. I didn't have anything to do with this video. Um, I played parts of it last night. I probably shouldn't have. I've taken that live stream down. Um, but if people are out there and they want to see clips of some of the content from last night, there's some pretty classic shit going around. Missy put up a video. Brave Little Toaster put up a video. We had some fun yesterday. So
Nice.
I
I'll
think
check
people
them
should
out.
check it out. All right, Bill. You take care, man.
All right, man. Thanks for coming up.
Yeah, man.
You too.
Later. Peace. Look out for those
All
big
right.
cocks. All right.
All right. Take it easy. I've got one in my. Never mind. Janie, if you're still in here, if you want to come up and tell your side, you're more than welcome. I promise I'll be nice, and I promise I won't say I told you so, but I told you so. Yeah, people were trying to porn bomb like crazy while we were talking. But yeah, if you're just joining, I Tommy was blaming FCC and me for this video that came out, and we had, other than sharing it, we had nothing to do with it. I didn't know anything about it. We didn't know anything about it ahead of time, and we had not seen it until it was posted in a chat. And I shared it because I feel like I sent it to people privately first. Some that I know are in there, and some just because I thought they should know, and a couple because I just wanted to flirt with them. Um, you know who you are, but people need to know so that they can protect their shit. Yeah, Cat Harvey. Somebody put it in FCC's. I think he took it down, but it came at FCC's channel last night and put it in the chat. Um, we watched it not knowing what was in it, but yeah, I think that people need to know if their stuff has been compromised so that they can do something about it. And then Tommy tried to turn it around and say I had something to do with the video itself, which is not true. Yeah, hell serene, transparent Tommy. He's transparent. Like, I don't understand how people can't tell that Tommy is full of shit. I mean, he contradicts himself in the same sentence sometimes. I don't see how people don't see it. I mean, he has 700 people's information in a server that's apparently pretty accessible. And Tommy has used people's information to hold over their heads. I know that for a fact, to keep them quiet. I've talked to some. I know Matt's talked to some, and I'm sure we're not the only ones. Yeah, that's right, Simon. Like, I don't see how people don't. And I get it. They get a little bit of attention, and oh, the guy's on YouTube and he catches predators, and and catching predators is great. I don't want anybody to stop catching, but just because you catch predators doesn't mean you're not a dirtbag on the side. It doesn't give you a license to fuck people over and grift. Yeah, I hope that they've locked it down by now. I don't know. I mean, we don't know if they were selling. I don't. I'm just speculating. I mean, we don't know if they were selling people's info or I don't know, but people have the right to know that their shit's out there. Oh, are you still with us, Janie? I know there's Janie got blamed for it. whoever Butterfingers is got blamed for it. I don't know who really made the video. Um, Steph got blamed for it. That one wouldn't surprise me any. There's a bunch of people in here that got blamed for having something to do with it. Oh, Danielle, I don't know who Butterfinger is actually. I never heard that name before. Yeah, Jenny T, I believe he is regarded by law. So anytime there's a data breach, I'm pretty sure um, it's a federal law that everybody should be notified. I doubt that Tommy knows that, and I doubt that he'll do it. But he's also responsible. Um, I I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, honestly. But I mean, CPP is ultimately responsible for like paying for a monitoring service. Now, I never heard of Butterfinger until today. I mean, I think I know. I don't want to say it in case it's not them, but I think I know what channel they have, but I'm not 100% sure I'm right, so I don't want to say it. I don't want to throw somebody out there and get it wrong. All right, anybody that's not going to show a dick is welcome to hop up here. If you're going to porn bomb, at least use titties. Hold on, guys. I'll get away from the noisy insects here in a minute. Yeah, I don't think so, Jimbo. I don't know who Jimbo is, but I don't trust him. Says it's Damone. I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, we're not doing that. If that's actually Damone, you can let me know. I know, guys. Look, I see y'all sending me messages, but I can't. There's like a million of them up there, and I can't. I can't check them right now. Will the real Damone please stand up? Okay, all right, I got you. I'll let you up. Sorry about that. Can't be too careful.
Damn, you got some security around here, dude.
Yeah, I started paying my bouncers a little better, and they're a little bit rougher now. Sorry about that.
Fucking tough to get into
Uh,
this fucking nightclub. Jesus.
we'll pay for any injuries.
So I'm just gonna take 1 second of your time. I think that there's something that people missed when they saw that video. because it was an easy thing to miss. And I think, if you go back and look at the video itself while it's playing, and you look in the lower left hand corner, you can see the watermark clearly. It says Tommy Boy Studios on it. So
Oh,
I just
really?
want y'all to, yeah, dude, yeah. So it was crazy to see that TBS is actually behind this. You know what I mean? You wouldn't expect like something like that from that guy, but here we are.
Huh.
Yeah,
Well, I tell you, I'm really not surprised.
yeah,
I would bet that Tommy Boy Studios
yeah,
probably told Tommy I had something to do with it just to set me up.
yeah, dude. He's all he plays as like this handsome, successful guy, but really he's just a big dirt bag. You know what I mean?
Oh, I knew that already.
Yeah. I'm just now finding this out. That's crazy. Yeah. Anyways,
That
that's
is
all I wanted to
crazy.
say. Um, that's my whole reason for coming up here. I think I waited in the basement longer than I was to spend on panel. Oh well.
So sorry about that. You're like your belly button kind of. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like it, but like there's a dick just under it, and I didn't want to see it.
Right. Yeah. Well, I never really know what you're saying, Bill, to be honest with you. So,
Neither do I. I don't
yeah.
either.
All right, dude. Have a good night.
All right, thanks, man. Missy, I'm gonna dox you just for the hell of it because like I don't think you're getting doxed enough. Apparently, Jeff needs to step up his game. All right, guys. I got like 4,000 messages. I'm sorry, I can't read them all right now. I'm sure it's important, pertinent information that I'll wish that I had right now later. 12 hours straight. Fuck that. I feel like I've already been live too long tonight. First one didn't really count though. All right. Let's see who's porn bombing us now. Um, I don't know. Says it's annoyed. What do you guys think? Is it the real annoyed? Actually, let's do this. Let me bring him back up. Oh, damn it. What I just do? Like in they before they had an actual picture of somebody else. I don't know. I'm not buying it unless somebody can let me know that's actually him. It might be him. Well, if it is, I'm more than happy to bring him up here. But they've done that before. They showed an actual picture of somebody, and then it wasn't them. Will Todd donate the $500 he made today to his decoys? Doubt it. Yeah, highly unlikely. He did show his face for a minute, but they've tried to pull that tonight too. Like they had a video of somebody else that they said it was, and it turned out not to be them. All right, we're gonna give him a chance. Cover your eyes, ladies. because I'm not convinced.
Hey, Simone was
What's
right.
going
It
on,
is hard
Annoyed?
to get in this club. I
Well,
that's a
you gotta show your penis ahead of time, so I know because I already know what yours looks like.
all right. Well, I also have a confession to make, and I'm really embarrassed about this. But I knew the whole time that it was Tommy Boy Studios that orchestrated this 700 person docs, and I should have said something, but he was holding information over my head. So there it is.
You know, suddenly it all makes so much sense. Like I get it now. Like I can't believe I didn't realize this before.
Yeah, Daniel was right, but that's also all I had to come up here to say. I feel a lot better. It's a big weight off my shoulders, actually.
Oh, I mean, I'm glad that you felt comfortable enough to do it here, man. That means a lot to me.
All right. Well, thank you for being a harbor of truth, Bill. I'm out.
Absolutely. I always tell the truth even when I have to make it up. What do you got to say for yourself, Tommy boy? I know you're out there. I mean it works for me. Why not, Tommy boy? So Tommy boy is this Butterfingers character, right? Am I right about that? Uh, Cat Harvey, that was a gay man. Goes by Annoyed, also a former CPP refugee, just trying to fit in. I think him and I went rounds. I think I went rounds with half the people in this chat because when they were on Team Tommy, you know, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. I mean, who doesn't love a gay cowboy? Am I right? Oh, hold on, Eric. I see you. Bill, I tried to ask earlier, but you had a guest on panel. Do you know anything about Butterfinger saying Telly doxed her? No, I don't. That's the first I've heard of that. I mean, I think I know who. I mean, not their actual name, but I'm not 100% sure though. I don't want to say it and put something like that out there on the wrong person. Butterfinger used to decoy for Tommy. Right. Yeah, that much I know. I just never heard of that person until now. But yeah, I mean, the way it's looking now, Tommy Boy Studios and Telly worked together to dox. This whole data breach was just to get to Butterfinger. That's all it was. And the rest of it was just a cover. But no, I don't. I don't think Telly did that, to be honest. And I love to, talk shit on Telly, whatever. But um, I kind of doubt that happened. So why isn't anyone asking who Silent Whistle is? I want to know who Silent Whistle is. I thought I knew, but I thought I knew, and then realized from talking to people today that maybe I didn't really know what I thought I knew, and now I know something else, and maybe that might not be it either. So I don't know. I don't know who Silent Whistle is. Yes, and Telly is still spelled with an L. Yes, Cat Silent Whistle. Silent Whistle is the channel that broke it. That the first video they put up um, got taken down, I believe, because of a privacy complaint. So the original video isn't there anymore. They've got a couple of other things up there, but not the first one they put out. Well, the Three Musketeers are definitely involved. They always are. Some people call them the boys, even though there's more than three. All right, last call for the link. I mean, I really, Tommy constantly blames shit on me that I had nothing to do with. And I had nothing to do with, I mean, I did share it out to people because I thought people need to know so that they can protect themselves or have something done about it. But other than that, I didn't have anything to do with it. Tommy blamed me for things an awful lot, and I usually don't say anything because I don't care. But the stuff that I do, I claim. Tommy has no idea how much money I've cost him. He knows I've done it. He just don't know how much. But I had nothing to do with this. Do, that's right. All right, Janie, you're welcome to come up here if you want to tell your side. I'll be nice. Janie didn't do it. I fully believe that. Well, I mean, I don't know what her capabilities are of making videos. I mean, they said that she copied that the whole Google Drive. I have no doubt that somebody did, but I don't know if it was her or not. Being as Tommy blames me for shit all the time, I have no trouble believing that he would lie about her either. We've got lots of CPP refugees over here now. Probably about half of this chat, to be honest. I think you'll find that we're a lot nicer than what your former Lord and Savior has said that we are. I mean, I'm an asshole, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying in general. Why did Tom B share the link? Look, I mean, Tom B doesn't really sound like the sharpest berry in the shed, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, even he will realize one of these days because they always do. I mean, these people, I don't know how much money Tommy gathered for that parade thing, but they probably got $2,000 or $3,000 for fucking poster board and markers. and the those oh man, creepy ass fucking like trading cards with Tommy on them in a fucking cape. You tell me that's not some self righteous conceited hero complex bullshit, man. It's like nobody knows who you are, dude. The kids in the parade don't know who you are. He tried to get into a different parade, but they wouldn't let him in. So he ended up getting into another one. I mean, Midwest Redbeard. He knows that they're. I mean, we all know now, but the server that was just exposed isn't the only one where they have people's information. They have a whole other one that has like my information and some other people on it, just in case they need it. And these are Tommy's henchmen. Cockabroom says, I, Telly, haven't doxed anyone. I have never heard of Butterfinger until today. I actually believe you, Telly. This time. Not usually, but I do this time. Yeah, Constantine called Jeff. I don't know, was Telly even live today or on a panel somewhere today? Did he even have an opportunity to dock somebody? I don't know. Like it's all just a smoke screen because Tommy doesn't want to take any accountability. That's all it is. What's up, Sam Split? There, I got you unbanned. Obviously. Yeah, WPG is another one. Poor fool. Look, it's and just with my tiny little channel, I, it's like just because you have a YouTube channel, people will start snuggling up to you and wanting to be your friend because they want a wrench or whatever. And I can't even imagine it like on a much larger scale, where the channel actually has a point. So you've got all these people trying to get your attention, and you can just kind of take your pick of the most gullible ones and get them to do your dirty work and take their money. Colorado has strict, oh dang it, it moved. Colorado has strict data laws. They created a whole data server the attorney general might want to look into. Right on. Look, Janie is going to be cast out. Like they're all gonna come down on her. It's probably happening already. And I don't know exactly what started her falling out with CPP, but I know how it's going to end. Didn't Missy and Janie fight over Damone? Oh, did they? Well, that's pretty juicy. I'd like to hear that story. It's amazing that Tommy will go to the police to give them evidence when it comes to this, but not for a pred. Yeah, that is amazing. It doesn't seem like they 100% know exactly who it is because they're saying it's different people. So I don't know. I don't know how much trouble somebody can get into for making that YouTube video because it didn't. I've heard that it did show docs. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to see on a small phone, but I think people need to know that their shit's been compromised, and that's what Tommy's really mad about. Yeah, Tommy's name's been around a lot. It's that people don't understand what kind of legal stuff they're stepping into as a hot commodity. Yeah, Damone, I think you're right. I just don't get it. I mean, anybody that used to be with CPP has an automatic target on their back. I have a target on my back for calling out his bullshit. And that's, I mean, Tommy has said so many times, I turned Bill into the cops. You want to know how many times I've actually talked to cops over this? Zero. The only time I ever talked to cops about CPP is when somebody threw my name out there over some shit that I really had nothing to do with. And that's all I told them. But I think that this is would be a newsworthy story. So if Tommy wants to keep blaming me for shit that I didn't do, I mean, I guess I can make sure that it gets covered by the news somehow. Somebody might already be taking care of that. Data breach is a big deal. Who knows? It could have been Steph. I don't really know. I mean, if he wants to turn a YouTube video over to the cops, then Tommy's going to have to admit that he had an unsecure server that he was legally obligated to protect. And while he's at it, he can talk about all the people that he's blackmailed with that information. I can think of a few that might want to talk. Yeah, Rob Lowe would have definitely loved this story. I mean, we all know it was TBS anyway. Yeah, I keep coming back to that, Billy, because it's just creepy that they have to tell the details of what happened to them and send a selfie before they're even hired. Like it's fucking creepy. And I can't drop names, but I know, let's just say I know for a fact that Tommy has told people stories to people that shouldn't know about it. And it's just some creepy shit. He's obviously getting off on it. Cam just posted a new short of him drinking straight Jack Daniels. I didn't know he had it in him. All alone in a van with candles. Yeah, that's kind of weird too. I like whiskey, but I don't really care for Jack. I don't like sour mash. I like bourbon and blended stuff. Never had a job or volunteer position that needed your ID before being representative of said company or organization. Yeah. I mean, I had to, when I got my bail bond license, I had to be fingerprinted 4 times. I had to take a lie detector test, um, submit multiple forms of ID, FBI background check. But that was after. That was like it's kind of, like you're hired unless something shows up or whatever. But like during the interview process, or I didn't have to. Other than my driver's license, I didn't have to show them jack shit. And I wonder if they had a decoy that had the stuff on their record that Tommy has on his record. I wonder if they would let them decoy. You know, child abuse, stuff like that, domestic violence. What's up, Jersey? Yeah, I hope that they're. I don't know if there's social security numbers in there or not. I hope not. They asked for everything else, so I would imagine so. No one ever accused him of being classy. That's a fact. He's been accused of being gay, though. All right. Nothing to do with video was being made until after it was thrown out into a chat. Of course, but for so what Tommy had to blame me for it. He's got to blame somebody, and I'm a usual suspect. He's blamed me for a lot of shit that I didn't do. He's always got my name in his mouth. Tommy, if you want to blow me, just fucking. I mean, you got my number. You're not permitted to ask someone for their driver's license until after they are offered a position. Only okay. That's how it works. When I went, trying to get jobs or whatever. So I think by turning this into the cops, probably have another Streisand effect where it's going to turn around and bite Tommy in the ass with any luck. But anyway, thank you all for showing up. Don't do anything stupid, but if you do, film it. All right, y'all. Stay weird.